welcome. Welcome to Geeks Talking Geek. We
Hello.
Needle Bane. This is the well-rounded nerd, the Super Spider-Man fan, and the Warhammer noob. Always have to do that. And joining me are my panel of fellow geeks. Reverend Sully. He's back from Fan Expo Boston. God,
Yes.
I thought we lost you there.
Hello. I'm going for my sexy DJ voice tonight. I hope you're in for a treat. Strap yourselves in, children. We're going to the dark side of the moon and back. WSUL FM. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on. It's always fun, and I bring my fully flexed biceps of comic book knowledge and love, and I'm so happy to be here with you and Gray and John. I know John from Thinking Critical. We've done Comics Aficionados together, and I know Gray from around the way. We've been friends for a couple of years now. That's been great.
Yeah, also joining me, Gray Wakasashi. Gray Wakasashi from Wakasashi's Tea House. How are you doing in
the craziest comic book name YouTube channel on YouTube? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm kind of rediscovering my comic book mojo after having a quiet summer.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think you would be spending most of your life your life down there reading comic books. But I don't. You are basically a mountain man out there.
I'm living by the sea. It's not too in the sticks, but it is kind of countryside area. No comic book shops anywhere near.
Where do you live?
I live on the west coast of Japan. It's about 3 hours from Hiroshima one way and Osaka the other way. So
how are the locals treating you? I know Japan's having a problem with it. They're tired of foreigners.
Oh yeah, it's without going into details, it's a certain kind of gauging which they're having problems with. But yeah, I've been here for a long time, so I think they got used to me.
And I take it you speak Japanese?
Yes, it's not too bad.
Too, yeah.
He's actually turned Japanese like the Vapor song suggested.
Yeah.
I really think so.
Yeah. And finally, we got John from John's Long Box. Already put his comic book on the chat.
Thank you.
How you doing,
Cool.
John?
I'm doing really good. Thanks for inviting me. It's fun to be on one of the few channels that still actually talks about comic books.
Well,
rather than drama about comic book creators.
Yeah.
This is a drama-free zone, and we intend to keep it that way. So please make sure we all wipe off our shoes before we enter one's nice parlor here.
Yeah. So, like I always say that one of the things that I always put as my rule: leave your drama at the door.
Leave the drama in the comics.
Save your drama for your baby's mama.
Yeah. Well, leave your baggage at the door because I don't like any kind of drama. But
unless it involves Paul Rabin.
Yeah.
How dare you say that name?
Oh no!
All right. So, yeah. Thank God she broke up with him.
It was you have a leg up on us because of you had circumstances which you may have access to a future issue of all new Venom.
It took long enough, didn't it, Bandito? Eric?
Yeah,
it took so long for her to wise up, baby.
3 years.
It's interesting.
It's like it was like one of the things that they said when other writers were working with Wells, it said that you cannot bring down Paul at all. And I was like, okay, that tells it he's definitely a self-insert of Wells.
I thought it was a Nick Lowe self-insert. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's
no way.
When we first so John, just real quick, Paul Rabin, you know who he is?
No.
This is a character from Amazing Spider-Man,
He's the boyfriend. I didn't know his.
The other man.
I don't know why I thought you guys were talking about pro wrestlers. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So Macho Man was with Lady Elizabeth, and then she got hooked on a Lex Luger like you wouldn't believe.
I haven't. I was talking to Sully before we went live. I haven't read Marvel since 2015. Even I hate Paul.
Right, exactly. So let's find where you are, because you're talking with 3 current amazing Spider-Man readers.
His infamy precedes him, doesn't it?
I have gone on record to say, even today on Comics Aficionados earlier today, I believe that Amazing Spider-Man is the most improved monthly ongoing that Marvel has. It was disappointing for so long, and Joe Kelly's writing it again. He started off a little flat-footed, but I mean, the past 6 issues have been so good and chock full of John Romita Jr. Scott Hanna art.
Well, Joe Kelly's really good. Did anybody read Godland? Came out like maybe 10 years ago.
No,
I read that. Joe Kelly. He wrote one of my favorite Justice League of America arcs, and that was the Ancients, Rise of the Ancients.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, was that the Obsidian Age one?
What?
I think Joe Kelly he wrote my favorite Justice League as well. It was called the Obsidian Age. And
that was the one I was talking about. Yeah. The Ancients, the Ancient League.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know the Ancient League, but the Obsidian Age. Yeah. That.
Yeah. Exactly. It's and
that was why can't I think of the name of the artist?
Doug Monkey.
Doug Monkey. Yeah. That was a really good. Really. Yeah. That.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I think he's improving on is right now with Spider-Man, the mystery aspect of like right now they're like, spoiler alert, there are two different Spider-Mans.
What?
And I think that one is pretending to be Peter Parker and the other one's pretending to be Spider-Man. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, Spider-Man is there's Norman Osborn." I'm like, no, he's not.
Oh, it's Ben Reilly.
Yeah,
it's not. It's Kane Parker.
You and I might have the same inside information, Gray.
It's
Kane Parker. Bandito, how do you get there?
Because Kane Parker is Scarlet Spider. He
won. Yeah.
One of the things is that in the last issue it was the thoughts of the person playing Spider-Man. He was afraid. He had certain fears, and I was like, oh, this is Kane Parker. He has fears of being rejected, of not being enough, and being alone. While Ben Reilly, who they were following the thought of last issue, he was only in it for survival. So he's pretending to be Peter, and he's like ghosting everybody, and even lowballing his friend who got him the job at Rand Industries. To him, it's all about survival.
John, are you confused yet? Because I am, and I'm reading the book.
So
wow.
It's like
I trust Joe Kelly though. Like I said.
Yeah, I've liked what he's done. I'm enjoying it too, Eric. I'll back you up on this. I'm enjoying it more than a lot of people.
You guys are reading a lot of modern Marvel, right? Like I said, I was showing these last. This was I'm catching up on the Dan Slott run because the Fantastic Four is still my favorite. So I'm at 2018. That's how far back behind I am on Marvel.
Okay.
They just kind of ticked me off, but it sounds like Marvel's turning a corner and they're getting pretty good again.
Yeah,
you're not the only ones.
Yeah, they were bad for a long time. But speaking about going bad, I wanted to go to our first subject, and that is Disney is desperate to bring boys back. After buying Star Wars and screwing the pooch with that, after buying Marvel and screwing the pooch with that, they are looking for new IPs to create their own IPs to bring back Gen Z boys from 12 to 22. I mean, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this.
It sounds very suspicious. It sounds as though that Disney, once upon a time, bought some boys bands, and Disney princessed them. So I mean, you can't blame Disney for Disneying something, and but I mean, it's maybe just stay. The meme is stay in your lane. Maybe they just stick with the princess experience and perhaps make a new studio to because they have many studios. They have like Touchstone movies that was specifically made in the 80s, so Disney could produce movies that were rated PG-13 and R, because Disney had a really rigid, family-oriented, we can't do anything over PG because this is the House of Mouse. So, but that was way back in the day, like Michael Eisner and stuff. So Disney's interesting. I mean, I read a book called Disney War.
Is it the same management?
It's Bob Iger, and he's been there for 20 years.
So then, they're saying stuff. This is the guy who gets caught cheating. Goes, oh baby, I can change.
Kind of. Well, it's like with Disney under Iger isn't known for being innovative. They're known for hostile takeovers of other IPs and then reaping the benefits. But also, when they do that,
they're going to try to acquire Warhammer and turn it to a girl. They're not going to.
But didn't that already happen?
No, Amazon took it, but
Amazon.
Like one of the things is that Games Workshop told them is do not change anything too drastically, because Horus isn't a misunderstood, or not Erebus isn't a misunderstood villain. He's a monster, plain and simple. And Horus didn't start the Horus heresy because of okay, I see I lost all of you guys.
I just don't believe Disney.
Yeah,
I think
once they ruined Star Wars. They ruined the most easily profitable IP in the history of the universe. Then they ruined Marvel. I'm trying to think. What else did they ruin? But it's just all right. And it took real effort to ruin Star Wars.
They ruined ESPN.
What's that?
Anyone out there watch sports?
Yeah.
And the ESPN network.
That's owned by Disney?
Yeah, ABC, Disney is always one big thing. That's why you get Hulu and Disney Plus in your ESPN package, on your app. But ABC owned ESPN like 30 years ago. They bought them out. And then when Disney bought ABC, of course, they owned ESPN with them. And that's when SportsCenter went, very political. And it was just, so grateful I stopped watching SportsCenter like about 25 years ago. That used to be like that. I used to start and end my day tuning into that.
Yeah, but this is the thing that even some of the comic, like Axel, around that time when Disney bought Marvel, Axel Alonso became editor in chief, and he brought all these different writers like Kelly Sudakane, what's her name? The one that wrote Mockingbird.
Oh, what's her face?
Wes did a video about her.
Yeah,
Wes did a video about her.
And then Richard C. Meyer's been doing like hate content about Wes because of that kind of shit.
Right.
What a douche.
Only Richard can talk about these people.
Yeah, I mean, Richard actually just recently banned my comments from his posts and video comments. So I'll hey.
Well, he made a video about me and Wes, and then and deleted the whole video.
I mean, this is one thing. Like they were, of course, they're talented writers in their own right, but do they belong in a medium but do they belong in a medium where about superheroes, which is a audience catered mainly towards men? No, they don't.
Right.
It's their job to change culture, but no, I mean it's like the pre-existing audience was a myth, and now they are a myth because they've kind of like went their own way. I mean, yeah, I mean, the things that Disney has touched, because that's corporate minded. You brought up Axel Alonso. He went and got his master's degree at Columbia, a master's of journalism, and he graduated, I think, 2003. And that was at the peak, political correctness. All these ideas come from Ivy League schools, and that's what Axel Alonso brought with him. The big ideas, the Kool-Aid.
They chased in 2015. I was spending $400 a month on comic books.
Damn!
Everything Marvel, everything DC.
How much? Jesus!
And they got
Siente dólares, amigo. Muchos dineros.
I mean, it took effort to get a guy like I was a whale. I was the guy buying everything Marvel, everything DC, most Image, and it was just one day cold turkey. So it's like, how that
was you bought everything New 52?
The New 52 was.
And you stopped about Rebirth, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then I think the killing shot for Marvel to show that they did not want a male audience was that issue of Mockingbird where
tell me about my feminist agenda thing. Yeah, the
shirt.
But it's like, I mean, that's I think it wasn't that they forgot that they hate us. I don't think they hate us. They just wanted to court a greater audience, and like all things, the bad stuff gets amplified. But there's still plenty of typical stuff out there.
That's interesting, John. Just to go back to what John was saying, for me, I got back into comics with 2016 with Rebirth. I was out of comics for ages because I moved to Japan. That was one of the main reasons. So I was like collecting between about 1985, 86 until about 2000, and then I was off for like 15 years. So I missed so much in that period.
Were you reading JLA by Grant Morrison back then and Howard Porter?
No, I missed it all. No, so I got into that later. Yeah, I kind of caught up. So you guys talking about that Joe Kelly Justice League thing? That sounds good. I'm going to check that out.
Obsidian Age. Yeah, look up the trade paperback. They're always easy to find. Go to Amazon and look it up.
Nice one. Yeah.
Also, but let's go to our next topic because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired. You're tired of Disney. Let's not forget the Force is female.
I hope so.
Yeah, I just saw Sully just go like that. Yeah.
Hello there. So, I'd like to show you my lightsaber, Miss Kennedy.
The Force is whoever you want it to be, and any way you want it to be.
It's just okay. So we all agree that Disney screwed the pooch when it had when they wanted to corner the boys market. They wanted to make the boys market for everyone and not just girls and not just boys.
Right, because if you're not concentrating on 100% of the audience, that's like 50% of the money you're not making. That's corporate think. You know what I mean? So it's
I don't blame anybody for trying, but once you see it doesn't, like look at Cracker Barrel. They tried something, didn't work, and now they're pivoting back. Bud Light tried something, didn't work, they pivoted back. How come Marvel and Disney will not pivot back?
Because it's media, it's mass media. These are really important. These are strongholds of disseminated culture. And you know what I mean? They are the purveyors of culture. They decide that they're dictating the standard. You know what I mean? If that's the only option for you to buy, you're going to eventually buy it.
But it's not the only option. Buy Heroic. I'm funding my comic right now. I'm making my own comic.
Which is right, because we have independent comic books too.
All right, so let's go to our next subject. I know you guys hate mystery prizes.
Hate what?
You remember the 70s, Sully, because you got
Greatest as well. You're in luck, my friend. You have 3 people here who remember 50 years ago today when Jaws was released.
When John Travolta was young and cool.
Dude.
Oh, so you guys remember the game show where they were like, you could get this brand new car, or you could get this mystery box.
Yeah, it was what was the three doors at the end of it? What was that, John? Help me out here, brother. Come on, help a brother out.
We didn't have this in the UK, I don't think. Unless is it The Price Is Right? No.
No.
Oh, I don't know it.
It was Monty Hall. Let's make a deal, and it's called Let's Make a Deal. And so at the end of it, you had like your probability was about you could either accept your the grand prize that you had, or you parlay that into choosing something grander, but you have a 66% chance of failure because only behind one of these doors is a mule.
A wheelbarrow full of cantaloupes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so
AM radios.
All right, so like the mystery prize thing has been going on, but ever since it happened with Battle Beast number 1, Marvel and DC are doing the blind grab bag for the ultra rare variants that are going to be on sale.
It's interesting. I'm not going to get it because
they're going to
Batman number 1, isn't it, Bandito? They're going
Batman number 1 and Ultimate Endgame number 1.
I'm so sad. I'm so upset about that in a way. I mean, because aren't we all? Well, 3 of the 4 of us. We're reading Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I'm reading Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, and it's like it is really good, but it's just there's not a lot to it, and the story's going nowhere because it's ending in 4 fucking issues. Excuse my French. Sorry, man. And
really?
It's $5 It's the entire Ultimate line is ending. They're gonna, of course, the event's gonna happen, and of course, there's going to be a new round of issues number 1.
Yeah, they're going to new number 1 it, aren't they? I'm sure.
Yeah, then you're going to have then you're going to have Ultimate Fantastic Four. You're going to have Ultimate Daredevil, probably Ultimate Defenders, and and expanding the lineup with the new foundation.
All right,
Ultimate Fantastic Four, John. Are you tempted?
All right, so this is
I'm up to 2018. I'll get there.
Okay.
As weekly comic readers, I'd like to pose to John. What can we do to may tempt you to pick up a random floppy of something? I mean, Fantastic Four has just had a new issue number 1 with Ryan North writing still, but with awesome, incredible art by Humberto Ramos. And it's not half bad. It's very Sue's girl bossy right from the get-go, but because she's the leader of the team now.
I saw that.
But and it's weird because she's using her power set like she's a Green Lantern now. She's able to make constructs. Like during the last event comic.
Yeah, is that new, Eric? I wanted to ask you about that. Is that a new power? I didn't know she was like that. She could do that.
During the Blood Hunt event, she made a 747 out of her invisible powers. That's a Green Lantern thing. That's not Sue Stormy.
She was.
Let's see. All of these variant covers that we can get in our blind bag.
So what is the blind bag?
This is the one.
How good I am.
It's a poly bag, and it's blacked out.
So you don't know the cover you get.
You don't know what you're going to get, yeah.
Here's a good one, though. If you have a digital scale, the heavier ones have the foil.
Yeah. So
That's a cheat code.
All right. So these are the original. These are. All right. So these are the ones you can get from the main roster. The Mark Brooks main one, the foil variant by Derek Chu, the variant by Cafu.
I want the Peach Momoko one. I want that.
Wow, you hate her writing. But
as long as she's not writing the story.
As long as she's not writing it. I'm so right. I'm so correct about Ultimate X-Men.
No, you're not. It's a really fun story. It's a fun story.
I'm here for this, Gray. I'm here for this.
You got a big chip on your shoulder about it. There being no heroic men, but it's actually a really good story if you give it a chance.
It's not an X-Men story. I mean, this is like Ultimate Runaways or Ultimate Exiles, but this is not the Ultimate X-Men story. Is over at Ultimate Wolverine. And they had to put that in there to make us happy.
Yeah, but that's boring, man. That's so boring. That's so
boring. I agree.
Variant cover. All right. Sanford Green. Alexander Ladd.
He's amazing.
Alexander
Sandra
Lozano, Peach Momoko,
Yes, please.
Dan Panosian, bring it on.
Nosian is doing a Punisher book with Jimmy
wow.
Palmiotti.
Oh yeah, Punisher.
Dude. And there's going
I'm
to be a Ben Percy Red Band, and it's all classic Frank Castle stories with his traditional outfit. And
Yeah,
I mean, Marvel. There's something
years ago, and now they're releasing it. It was written a few years ago, and now Dan
The
Panosian.
Palmiotti.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's it's old pre whatever pooped on Frank Castle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
not like the Jason Aaron cast. Frank Castle.
Sounds like Marvel's trying to fix things up.
That's what I was going to say, because like the Punisher logo is got to be the most licensing over at Marvel is losing their shit, because they're like, why aren't you pimping the stuff that makes money?
Right.
You know, this is like, why put your biggest moneymaker on the bench like that out of ideologies? Oh my God, what's going on over there? The bean counters are going nuts.
All right, so we got Ryan Stegman. We got the Scotty Young.
The kitty stuff.
The version variant by Scotty Young. Another variant by Chip Zdarsky.
He's okay. Did you ever read Sex Criminals?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the art in that. Matt Fraction wrote that, and Chip Zdarsky did the art, and it wasn't that bad.
It was good for that comic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Spider-Man or Fantastic Four worthy, but it's good.
No.
Indie comic, you know.
Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks actually does a really decent job on covers sometimes, man. He hats off to him.
So the blue line blank variant, and then we have the Virgin variant covered by Mark Brooks. This is one of the Grab Bag exclusives. The Virgin variant by Peach Momoko, another one of the Grab Bag exclusives. And the homage cover variant, Stonehouse. So, like, the Virgin variant.
But look, it's got interior art by Terry Dodson. They're amazing.
So, like, these are a couple of the variants that are going to be in.
Oh, the middle one's Peach Momoko, and that's the Maker looking menacing over some kind of chick.
Yeah, May Storm.
Okay, I see her now. Yeah,
yeah. I think her name is May Storm or something like
that. So, John, you obviously used to get the original Ultimate comic books, yeah?
Nope.
No, really? That wasn't in your $400 pull?
No, I want. See, here's the thing. I like Marvel comics. I like DC comics. I want Marvel and DC to make good comics. I don't want alternate versions. I don't want variant covers. I want one line, good continuity, good stories, and everything. Like I got almost everything Marvel put out from Fantastic Four #1 to 2015. To them, needing to put out an Ultimate line to me is admitting that their regular line isn't good. I don't get Absolute Batman. I want a good Batman comic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if there's Batman and Shadow of the Batman. If Batman is good enough to sell 4 titles of the same Batman, that's fine. But I don't want. This is Batman, except he's blonde hair and he works in the circus, and he's not Batman. But we just call him Batman because we just want to trick people into buying another line. And this is like Spider-Man, except he's happily married. This is what you really want, but we're going to make it in a different line. No, just make a good Spider-Man comic. You know, that's what I want. And I'm not going to reward that behavior by buying alternate lines. You know, I'll accept what if stories. You know, that was whatever, but I'm not buying Ultimate, Absolute. You know, whatever.
Right.
I did buy the M2 line because those were their own characters.
All right, so here we go.
M2 was that kind of stuff done right. That's Mayday Parker. I love Mayday Parker.
I love Mayday Parker. Yeah. I love the the Avengers, you know, but you know what I mean? I want mainstream Marvel and DC to be good.
All right, so here we go. The blind bag for
you don't you don't see Star Wars and then this is Luke Skywalker and everything, but it's set in the past, and they're fighting dinosaurs, but it's Star Wars, but it's different than Star Wars. Only in comic books do we accept that. So I don't
So
want to
here's the list of the Batman variants that you could get. Wow. There's a Jorge Jimenez alternate
Andy
foil
Kubert.
1 in 1,000. Shit. Think of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
especially with these variants. They're like, look at this one. Especially with some of them are one to 500 or 1 to 1,000.
Imagine being in the comic book store. You have to buy 1,000 of those, but that's just the chances of getting this one. How are you supposed to know if you got this?
Yeah,
Unless you're just given one that unless there's where the publisher they have them set aside and they can
the Jim one is less than Jorge Jimenez one. It's only 1 to 500.
How many of those do you print?
So if I order 1,000 comics, it's not guaranteed that I'm getting one of these rare ones?
That's an interesting question. We should ask. We wish we could ask a comic shop. My friend Yule Carter, he runs Fantastic Comics in Berkeley, California, and I think I'm going to email him this question.
And then how do you know when you get it? When you get a stack of Black Bag comics? Because
there's that sheet I told you about. The foil ones are heavier, so you just use a digital scale, and if it's a few grams heavier, chances are that's your foil variant.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask my buddy who runs the comic book shop where I get my stuff.
Yeah,
wow,
how feasible is that?
Yeah, but look, you got Jorge Jimenez, Andy Kubert, David Aja, Frank Quietly.
He does an amazing one. You can count the stitches on his gloves. I saw a preview art of his. That was so good.
Gabriel Delgado. Oh, J. Scott Campbell.
So this is like buying lottery tickets.
Yes, blind bags. There, yeah.
Or like baseball cards. You're just going to buy a whole bunch and hope you get a good one, and then put it on eBay.
That's that Mike Piazza rookie card from the Mets. Remember that one?
All right, so Julian Tedesco and Mike Silvestri.
Mark Silvestri is a god among men.
Yeah.
I was just saying he's amazing. But Art Germ is a Jim Lee 1 in 500 Jim Lee, and that's the foil version of it. Wow.
All right, so I gotta say I blame Kirk. He brought this back.
All foil covers of Jim Lee and Jorge Jimenez covers will be randomly inserted as Chase 1 in 500 and 1 in 1,000 ratio variants, respectively, $9.99. Like
I said, I blame Eric. I blame Kirkman for this because Christ, the guy did it. Brought back the blind bags for Battle Beast #1,
and people really enjoyed those too. Because in some of those blind bags, you got Battle Beast #2, and so you have like oh wow, I got the next issue already. As part of it, that was a big one. That made people happy.
You can go and buy a regular cover without participating. Like
probably you're going to because
I got Battle Beast #1 regular. You know what I mean, right?
Right. Yeah. I bet your LCS will buy these blind bags and open them in the hunt because they're on the chase as well. These are it's yeah.
See, I mean, if they give you the option to just buy like standard then that's fine, so you don't have to participate in this. But
John, there's such this huge. I noticed this months and months ago. It's a scam beyond a scam. I mean, it's like the cardstock. These only in DC have I noticed this pretty much, but a couple of times in Marvel. I'm sorry, but it's a cardstock variant cover, and all it is a piece of cardstock cover that's stapled over the A cover. And it's just like, are you kidding me? That's not really a variant cover. These are it's about that. That's not scarcity. You know what I mean? That's a supplemental cover that you just tacked on to the top of the most typical issue.
to me, this just sounds like desperation. You know, I mean, like we're creating a FOMO for people. You know, I don't know. I'm old school. Just I want the comics to be good, and that'll sell itself. Just make the comics good. Make the comics good. Every once in a while, like I don't know, a variant cover. Like I don't know, 4 variant covers is too much. You know, what did they make? 85 variant covers for
something like that. You should see how many Transformers #1 variant. They had 13 printings. In addition to, I think I counted them on League of Comic Geeks one time. You know, in 13 printings, I think that had 93 different covers or more. You know, it's just amazing. It was just like Kirkman and Skybound was just printing money.
Now, what's going on though? Is this like speculation again? Or are we setting ourselves up for another boom? Where they're going to make 13,000 different covers and then
they're just strip mining the pre-existing customers, the whales and the porpoises. You're a whale, I'm a porpoise.
See, that's I hate to say it, but I go to Discount Comic Book Service and I order, and I just get the A cover for anything I order. You know, I don't.
I get some for this. I get access to variant covers where I go. I moved the beginning of the year, and so my old it's actually an old comic book shop of mine when I was a kid. So I got that back. So that's pretty charming. But they have variant covers. So like this week I got the Incredible Hulk issue 28, and I got the J. Scott Campbell variant cover, and it's the C cover, and it's at the $3.99 cover price as well. So it's like I was thrilled to get that, and it was the last copy on the shelf, and it's on my pull list. So I just I put my A cover on the shelf, and I take the J. Scott Campbell cover to buy. They're okay with that, and like any cover of G.I. Joe that has the Baroness on it, and I'm always like, yes, I got to switch that out because I'm a sucker for a Baroness variant cover.
Yeah, she's the sexiest character in all of comic books,
dude. Femme fatale.
You're pretty silent there, Gray. I mean, what's your take on this?
He's been on mute.
I've just been making brekkie with the wife. What did I miss, guys? About the blind bag Batman issue 1?
Yeah, it's like there's a 1 in 500 Jim Lee foil variant and a 1 in 1,000 foil variant of Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in them because, for one, I can't afford them. Well, the blind bag's different, I know, but I can't afford like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 500, so I don't bother about variants. I'll sometimes pick up a card stock cover, like you were saying, for an extra $1. I might do that, but yeah, I just usually go for the A cover, like John was saying. A-okay for me, Eric, unless it's a Peach Momoko. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, and the ones that are your mute.
I love me some Peach.
Yeah, so like one of the things is that
me too.
This is like a hit or miss. It's going to be a hit or miss for Marvel because I already know that Ultimate Spider-Man or Ultimate Endgame is going to sell, and also Batman #1 is going to sell, even though it's written by Matt Fraction.
Yeah, but I don't. Out of Gray, I have to ask you then, what do you think of Dennis Camp's writing? Because Dennis Camp is writing Ultimate Endgame, and Kirkman is not.
I've jumped in and out of his Ultimate title, and I've read a few of the Martian Manhunters. I don't know. I don't really like his style. I'm not even sure what it is. I don't get the good characters from his style. He doesn't write characters well, I don't think. But
good call. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty much he's like an activist writer too. So it's like why can't this be made for more of a general audience? I mean, I can't get that in a Dennis Camp book. So I refuse. I don't buy his stuff. So I think I'm off the sauce when it comes to the Ultimate books, and this is the culmination of the entire thought of it. The maker is coming back, and what's gonna happen? Who is Ultimate Kang?
It's more of a concept writer, isn't he? Right? He writes concepts, or he has ideas, but he doesn't write solid content. It's weird.
Right? Yeah.
Describe it.
But yeah, I'm not a fan. I've seen Absolute Martian Manhunter is a beautiful book. I mean,
It
the
looks great,
Javier
yeah.
Fernandez's
It
art.
looks interesting. That's one that's as much as I don't like the alternate lines. That's the one that's been tempting me.
Yeah,
And it's
the one thing about Martian Manhunter is that he stay consistent with the artist, so he doesn't want to change out the artist. So that's why they're going to have a 3-month hiatus because
good
of
for
it.
him. Good because it's a gamble, but Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok have done the same thing over on Ghost Machine for their amazing book Rook Exodus. Now, John, if I can get you buying one funny book every month, I would tell you to get Jeff Johns. He's on Image.
I was just reading Geiger right before we.
Oh, yes.
Geiger's great fun, isn't it?
Geiger's
really
good. The art in it's so good, and I
I'm
love the whole.
I'm an unabashed Jeff Johns fanboy. I have to admit.
Nice. Oh, I see that lantern behind you in Brightest Night.
Yeah, I was actually reading. Earlier today. I was actually reading Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn. That's one of my favorite Spawn books right now. Like I do like
good?
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah, Bandito. I've kind of dropped off the Spawn books.
Yeah,
that's Palmiotti.
Yeah, so like a couple of great Spawn. I always make this joke whenever I had, because like I say, whenever I can't find a Superman book, I always fall back to Spawn. It's like, because for the past 3 years, I would spend more money on Spawn books than I would on Spider-Man books, because I was so sick of Wells doing misery porn, and I wanted to see characters be badass. Like that's how I got like some of my favorite books: The Scorched, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn. It's just such a great.
I used to read them all, Bandito. You know, when they relaunched the kind of Spawn universe line, I was reading all the titles. I was really enjoying them the first couple of years.
Yeah, but so I also read the spin-offs like Violator, Medieval Spawn, Monolith. I mean, they're really good. So, but going back to what's going on, like but speaking about spin-offs, I'm never really an Invincible fan, but like seeing like people seeing the spin-off of Invincible being so great.
What I miss? I had to drop some friends up for the pool.
Are you talking about the Battle Beast comic that's coming out at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like
good.
It's great. It's great seeing that a lot of my friends some of my friends who read comics. Mm-hmm. They really like the Battle Beast spin-off, but I'm not really an Invincible fan.
I didn't really get
Robert
into
Kirkman is another one that I'm just if he writes it, I'll buy it. I'll give it a chance. Like Jeff Johns, I buy it and I like it, and I just stick with it. Like I get all the Ghost Machine. But Robert Kirkman, I buy his stuff. I give it a chance at least. Not everything that I stick with, but I loved Walking Dead. That's how I discovered it, and I loved Invincible. Like the evil Superman thing, I'm kind of tired of, but Invincible, it worked.
Yes,
Invincible, it was a good story. I like that he kind of. Like it wasn't as nihilistic as The Boys. I'm a big Garth Ennis fan. I love Garth Ennis' writing.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
bastard.
The Boys. I got a bad feeling reading it, and then I just put it on the side. I got it every month.
Mm-hmm.
When I realized that it was over, I was like, I should read this. I got like 65, 75. I forget how many issues of a comic, and I read 4 or 5 of them. So I sat down and I read, and I was like, I never would have bought this if I was reading it monthly. But Invincible didn't give me that feeling. Like what's his name? Grayson. he was a good person, you know, in a harsh world. Like he, you know, I know Yui was a good person in a harsh world, but the world was just abominable. It's like nothing redeeming about. And I know Garth Ennis doesn't like superheroes.
Yeah.
Right.
And it shows in that book. It was just ugly in spirit. He wrote that book out of a hatred of superheroes, whereas Robert Kirkman wrote Invincible, and he still
love of superheroes.
Right, he loves superheroes, but
Right.
he wanted to make a darker spin on something that he loves. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Invincible, but I can understand other people who never heard it and now
It's
they're
like Mark Grayson has a healthy dose of Peter Parker. Like what
right.
He was fucking guy going.
Matter
Like,
of fact,
you know,
I almost dropped because for 6 issues I was just like, this is what if Peter Parker was Superman? And then the twist with Omni-Man happened and it just changed the comic. You know, like if you got the comic monthly, you didn't know Omni-Man was the bad guy for 6.
Right. That's such a great reveal. That's such
and that hooked me.
We're with Mark, the entire world comes crashing down. Like who am I? What is my dad?
Right.
Holy, you know, wow.
And now it's trite. Now they even did it with the new Superman movie with Jor-El. They're the bad guys. It's like, yeah, it's been done already. But you know, Kirkman did it 15 years ago. That was
yeah. Do you know Robert Kirkman is the richest and most successful self-publisher?
Oh, really?
Because of Skybound.
I thought it would be him and Mark Miller.
You know, his secret is to keep Walking Dead continually in publication and in print.
Right.
You know,
which is another pet peeve of mine.
That also that on your own.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep talking.
It's like that, and also own your own comic book publishing.
Yes.
Company, Skybound.
And he owns it all. He's the creator owner of Walking Dead and Invincible. Now, John, are you reading Void Rivals?
No.
Yes.
Void Rivals. Yes, I got them all, but I haven't read them yet. I'm so behind between work and my own stuff. I'm so behind, but yes, I got it.
He's taking over writing duties on Transformers starting.
Right, I'm actually
edition 25
for the first time in my life to get Transformers.
It's a fun ride, man. They got access to the entire Hasbro toy box, and I know IDW tried to do something like this, like about 10 or 15 years ago, because they had like Mask and ROM and all of like this like.
The Micronauts.
Hell,
they even had Clue and Jim in that universe.
They did?
Yes.
Oh, wow. But
guys, well, I've got you here. Can I just bring up a quick topic? I want to get your guys' thoughts on something. Because, John, you briefly mentioned Mark Miller. Now, I told you I was out of comics for quite a long time between 2000 2015, so I probably missed a lot, but there seems to be a lot of hate for Mark Miller, and I don't know what it is all about. Like people really, really hate him, or they enjoy his stuff. So I just wondered if you guys knew, like, what's
I never heard any hate for him. He's been on my channel, you know, and he's really fun.
Yeah, he comes across great in interviews. Yeah,
right. He told me, he goes, John, I'll give you 15 minutes. You know, he actually reached out to me. I never reached out to him. I didn't think I would have a chance to have Mark Miller come on my channel, but he reached out to me. He says, I'll give you 15 minutes. And we ended up talking for 2.5 hours.
Lucky duck.
Wow.
He was the nicest, most pleasant, charming guy. And I love his comics.
He comes across really well in interviews.
Two comics. The Chosen about the kid who's the son of the devil, and Nemesis. Those 2 comics I didn't like. You
didn't like them? Okay.
But everything else, like Kick-Ass, I'm rereading Kick-Ass, and I'm like laughing out loud about how
the Ramita art. It's just amazing.
You know, I find him to be such a nice guy. His daughter came on my channel. Oh my God, she's so charming.
Emily's awesome.
That's why I don't get the hate. There's some people out there really like, you know, this guy is a garbage person and he hangs out with Comicsgate and blah.
Well, that's just it. It's all about ideology. It's not about him. It's not about his talent.
Not about him or his work.
You know?
Yeah, but I think it's about jealousy, because Mark Millar is where other comic book writers want to be. He's making movies. He's writing novels.
He's like the gold standard of what they want, man. Like Kirkman and Miller are like
It's like you said, he's getting there too, isn't he? Yeah, he's
but
similar thing.
He's publishing his own books, and he's making movies. He's writing novels, except he keeps coming back to comic because writing comic books.
Because he loves the genre. He loves comics. He loves the format, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mark Miller, we geeked out, like I said, for hours, just talking about like all Justice League comics. You know, we didn't even talk about his comics. We talked about like
he's got an encyclopedic mind like yours, like that, like of Silver and Bronze Age shit.
Right.
Oh,
That's
man,
what we
yeah.
talked about. Like, and to the point I felt like I was monopolizing his time, and I was like, "We got to go," you know, because and he was like, "No, we'll keep talking." And I was like, "Okay, all right."
I couldn't help myself. I backed Psychic Sam, and I got the magazine, and that cost $85 because it has the bonus of not just the signed nameplates and all the, and you get an A cover copy that's, but it's a black and white magazine size, like the 1970s Warren magazines, and I had to get that. I love those, and it's in black and white, so it's just, and I love Romita's art, and I love it when Scott Hanna inks him. So now devoid of, the emphasis on digital coloring and stuff like that. Now just to see it in this pure black and white, I'm looking forward to that. I really am. And then a big page in that magazine. Oh, it's going to be fun. That's fun for me, man.
Well, part of the reason, because Miller, remember when that comic book, I forget the comic, I forget the name of the store, the Comics Canteen or something like that, and the guy was talking about like,
I know
retailers
Comic
were going
Book
nuts,
Palace.
comics aren't selling. Everybody called that guy a Nazi and whatever. When I say everybody, I'm talking about
one of his teeth. That was awful too.
They were nasty tip. Well, Mark Miller had him on his channel, and
he defended him. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
So the Mark Miller hate is I wouldn't even say jealousy. It's political.
Yeah. How dare you stand with the pigs? No, you're the cancel pig.
Right.
And like
right.
That's what he did. That was a moment.
Calling them cancel pigs, and because he's got FU money.
That was a moment. It really was.
He's uncancelable. You know what I mean?
Mark Miller took a stand, and then a couple of other creators took a stand too, behind him, and been like, you know what, this ain't right.
And you know what I mean? And then what is he?
Yeah, I mean, this guy
Dark Horse is going to go under. You know what I mean? What else is Dark Horse publishing? So
Dark Horse. What is Dark Horse publishing? What am I getting from Dark Horse?
The Hellboy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this guy. Now remember, this guy was just telling his opinion because he's trying to keep his store open.
Correct.
And he's trying to sell your book. Yet you attack him for his own honest opinion.
Right. To people who are being paid Disney, who doesn't care about losses. They have no personal stakes in any of this. And they're all talking about, oh, you're not our customers. The comic book stores are our customers. Well, then we have a guy who's a comic book store, and then the F you to that guy too.
And as Birch likes to say, you don't get it because that's a B to B to C business model. You're just you're skipping the second B. It's still going to the customer every time.
Right. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, junior high school, I worked in a comic book store. I loved it. It was fun, and I remember stacks and stacks of comics.
I always wanted to. Yeah, I never got a job there, but.
What was your Craig? What was your comic book shop as your kid, man? You had a local comic shop?
Yeah, it was a place called Odyssey 7 in Manchester. Yeah, it was really cool.
Tell me about it, real quick.
Just a tiny little place down like in some dodgy basement somewhere, Really cool, and just people who had loads of knowledge on comic books who got me into things just by recommending. They got me into Usagi Yojimbo and things like that.
Is that where you were buying Animal Man back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day. But I started with Spider-Man and Daredevil, and then Batman. I was always a Batman fan, so I started kind of like teenager, the basic superheroes, and then gradually I got into more, even before Vertigo, like Animal Man, Shade, Changing Man, Doom Patrol, those kind of titles. Yeah,
that's a title that does not get enough love. Those Peter Milligan, Shade the Changing Man.
Changing Man. Yeah, that was.
I was a Vertigo freak. I got everything by Vertigo.
But the stuff that was before '93 that they were doing, the Karen Berger books, that led up to Vertigo. I mean, Sandman before '93, that was all canonical.
Hellblazer,
DCU.
yeah, Swamp Thing,
Hellblazer.
Kid Eternity, even.
Hellblazer was set in the DCU up until '93. I mean,
Yeah.
oh God, I love Hellblazer. I read that 3 times over. Like, every issue between 1 and 200, and the annuals, and Bad Blood, and and Lady Constantine. Every single story. I mean, I love that book.
I used to say that there was something about Swamp Thing and something about John Constantine Hellblazer that just brought out the best of writers. Because that Constantine was 300 good issues. That you can't say that with my Fantastic Four is my favorite. Are there 300 good Fantastic Four issues in a row? You know what I mean? Like, there's some bombs in there, but but Constantine was three.
That's a hell of a run, isn't it? 300 for like what you consider a kind of indie character, not a mainstream superhero. So that was amazing.
Yeah, and Swamp Thing. Oh my God, what a great character. Such a good comic. And I'm still an unabashed Alan Moore fanboy. I know he's the guy that everybody kind of wants to poop on these days, but and I bet you he's probably a jerk. Tom Strong is great. Tom Strong
was so much fun. Yeah.
Tom Strong's a comic book lover's comic book. Tom Strong and 1963 on Image were Alan Moore's way to apologize for the damage that Watchmen did to comics and culture.
Yeah, but then he quit in the Huff and it never got completed.
Yeah, that annual. I know, huh? Well,
speak about Image. Did you guys see this?
Frank Miller returns to the Spawn universe, reunites with Todd McFarlane for their first cover collaboration in over 3 decades. Wow! And it's in
I heard
that
about
new...
it. I've not seen the art though yet. Cool.
But okay, that's in the new Frank Miller style. If you haven't seen it,
The Curse of Shirley Johnson. This is going. I'm actually going to start reading this one because this is like Violator possessing a girl.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing about it. And it's just one of those things kind of reminds me of The Omen.
Uh-huh.
Like people are very like it's just a girl, but inside it's just pure evil.
Well, inside girls are pure evil. Come on.
Yeah.
Shots fired, Eric.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
have you noticed it? Like Frank Miller does? Well, he does covers.
Yeah,
like this, and it's like there's an over cartooniness and an over exaggeration, and then and an oversaturation of the black color, because I think it's digital. He's doing things digital, so it's not even inking. It's just that digital. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think without the hand inking, it's charmless. That's just that's absence of color. You know what I mean? That's just digital stuff.
So he's doing a new way of art. Drawing for the first time. Yeah,
I've got a couple of his covers that he's done recently. A Hulk cover. He did like this a Batman, an absolute Batman cover, and it's almost ridiculous how cartoony it is. It's almost ridiculous how basic and effortless this is. But there's a kernel of the Frank Miller, aesthetic. His tone is all over the stuff. I enjoy it. This recent stuff for him because it's over exaggeration. And it's simple. There's a simplicity to this.
Yeah. So this is like one of his recent covers that he did a couple months back.
That's a better one that he's done.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really nice one. See, and because mostly look at that background. That's all the colorist. I mean, unless that's supposed to be a skyline and a fisheye lens.
Yeah. So this was Amazing Spider-Man number 70 before the relaunch.
He has this Wolverine issue from that's very notable. It's from the past 2 years. And it's just, he draws really good Wolverine. So why would he choose to draw something so clunky? But I'm like, this is, but it's got the essence of Logan in it too. I mean, like, if anyone could, Juan, can you bring up that photo? Just like Frank Miller Wolverine.
Yeah, sure.
2024. They should come right up, and it's just stark. It's like a black, white, and blood cover almost with some flesh tones to Wolverine, and that's just, but it's this real hyper exaggeration. And I think because he's working with digital as a medium now, because I can't be convinced that was on paper. And traffic on threes. The traffic is backed up to the gas bag. And here is Tank on Sports. And the Willoughby Fireflies have lost 3-0 to the Manchester.
I shared a link in the private chat. I think that's the image you're talking about.
Let me see here. You got it. That's Ghost Rider Wolverine, Weapons of Vengeance.
Weapons of Vengeance.
Yeah, it's from last year. It's a Ben Percy.
Crazy image, isn't it?
It's a Ben Percy, just Ghost Rider book.
Well, I found two. One of Wolverine 50, and the one that Gray brought up.
Show the Wolverine 50 as well, please, if you could be so kind. Look at that. Look how hyper-exaggerated that is. I mean,
it's very distinctive, isn't it? Very distinctive style now.
I dig the hell out of that. I know people are just going to reject it and be like, what the F is this? But I get the joke. I feel like I'm in on it.
And let me do the other one.
That's good. I like that. Frank Miller
I prefer this one, Eric, to the Ghost Rider one. Is pretty crazy, isn't it? That
but it's like that oversaturated. The blacks are all just like, it's not inking. It's just that digital thing to it. And it's just like, here we go. It's like look at his musculature. You know what I mean? Look at his pose. Look at his there's no foreshortening there. It's a flat image.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's doing that on purpose. Is to make it and to reinforce that this is fake. This is a two-dimensional person. This is, there's a joke in there. I feel that, and I get it, and I appreciate this.
Do you guys know? Like, didn't he embrace digital really, really early? Was it The Dark Knight Strikes Back? The second.
Yeah, his wife.
Volume. I think he did that. Like, yeah. I thought there's a rumor he did that kind of on an iPad or an early iThing, something.
I think he did it. He did because he did inks and pencils and inks by Klaus Janson, but his wife Lynn Varley.
Gotcha.
Did color Dark Knight. She colored it, and but she did it. She was one of the first big digital colorists in the early 21st century.
Let me switch this one out. That was a crappy one. I apologize for that one.
Sometimes they're tiny, aren't they? When you click on them, it's the images. It's crazy.
How many is that, Eric? How many of that is still a 6-pack?
Yeah, but they're only light, aren't they, Eric?
Friday night.
Light, baby.
It's Saturday night here in Boston, Massachusetts. What are you doing on your Saturday night? I'm a man going my own way, hanging out with my friend, talking about funny.
So here's the black one. I mean, better.
Yeah, I mean, I dig the hell out of this. Look at her. Look at her. The musculature on her legs.
I like the strong black lines, like almost like
big,
a big thick ink pen is used. But you're saying he's doing this all digital now, is he, Eric?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's because it seems it's harsher than normal. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem to be much there doesn't seem to be much natural line in there, and I could be wrong because Frank was at Boston Fan Expo this year, and I missed him by a half an hour. But he had his table set up with an assistant. He was selling slabbed sketch variant covers that he did by hand for like $1,000 and $1,500.
Jeez Louise!
You know what I mean? But it was like the blank Batman or Detective Comics, but he drew his iconic Dark Knight on top of it. And it's just in Sharpie. And it's just line art, but it's like, there you go. There's some Frank Miller art. If you got $1,000 to spend.
Yeah,
I almost did. I'm so tempted.
All right, so
was.
oh crap! Did you guys hear about the? This is going off topic of comic books, but did any of you guys hear about what happened at an independent wrestling show in Los Angeles, where Raja Jackson, an MMA fighter,
Mm-hmm.
who's also the son of Rampage Jackson, UFC Hall of Famer, he attacked another wrestler, knocked him out, and then hit him 27 times on his unconscious body.
Yeah, tried to kill him.
Yeah.
It was attempted murder. Yeah.
So
unfortunately, life online, you're subjected. I don't know how many times I had to see the clip of that and fast forward it or move past it just on my timelines. It's like people have to say, "Hey, look at the violence." Like, can't you put the Twitter has this thing where you can say, like, click on this, like, this image if you want to see it.
yeah, so
Don't want to see that. Want to opt out of that.
Quick update: the wrestler Psycho Stu woke earlier this week. Right? He woke up. He woke up. He's coherent. Has severe facial trauma due to the attack. Lost some teeth. Has some broken facial bones. Already he's talking about suing Raja Jackson for assault.
He should.
But this is the infuriating part. Right now, the LAPD are doing an investigation, but Raja Jackson is still out there. He's still free.
And did he just get hired to wrestle in something else?
I don't know.
Well, I hope not. I mean, he's very misinformed in what a work is and what kayfabe is.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot, because it was like
he's a wuss. His whole thing is nobody disrespect. The guy obviously has problems with his father. He has something to prove to the world, and then he's emotionally stunted child.
You sound like my ex-wife. Knock it off.
Yeah. So this is what they said. This is what they said. They said give him this all happened because of an incident backstage.
Well, yeah, because Psycho Stu, smacked a can off of his head.
He thought he was a worker. He thought he was a worker, and they're like, "Hey, he's not working. He's not working." And he's like,
that's the definition of a tourist, man.
He's not working. He's not a worker. He's like, oh, so he even apologized to him 3 times.
They shook hands.
Yeah, and they said when we could work it at an angle, and you could get a receipt. But when they say get a receipt, that means in wrestling, that means when an opponent hits you with a stiff shot, you can hit them with you could hit the opponent with a stiff shot, remind them not to work so stiffly. So that's a receipt. Like one example is a wrestler Braun Strowman accidentally need another wrestler, Brock Lesnar, in the face, and in order to, he gave him a receipt as to a reminder. He says, calm down, we're in the same program. Yeah. He punched him up across the face, a stiff punch, just as a reminder to calm down. It's just that it's just like really terrible what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
And the guy's a veteran too.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that there hasn't been arrests.
Yeah, me too. But like, speaking of updates, I saw your video with Yellow Flash.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that, 2 weeks ago, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. And one of the things you guys talked about was the Roblox drama.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know anything about it until I was on that.
Yeah, and this is one. Here's an update that
It was uncomfortable to watch all of that. Yeah.
yeah. Here's an update. Pretty sure you'll be glad about. Roblox, their stock dropped $12 billion.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And also parents and parents in protest are deleting Roblox from their accounts because of it.
Okay. Good.
So like even though they're really screwing the pooch over there, at least some good is coming out of it. Just like Christ. But
yeah. Let the parents understand what's going on. I mean,
yeah.
part of me is just like, you know what, you gotta you can't just let your kids go online unmonitored, but like it's also impossible to monitor everything too.
Yeah, and I will when you went off last time I had you on, me and Seth were talking about it a lot. The whole thing, and I mean, like, you want to punish the guy who's catching the predators.
I know. The whole world is backwards. Look at that Scottish girl. She's getting arrested for carrying a knife from defending herself from an adult who was hitting on her. You know, the whole world is backwards. You know.
Yeah, and this is what I don't.
Getting in the road and stopping a guy from taking his pregnant wife to the hospital. So he gets out of the car, drags him out of the way. He's getting arrested. You know.
Yeah.
The whole world is backwards. You know. I was going to get more political and whatever philosophical than you probably want, but like I said,
it's but
well, at least you're not talking about Taylor Swift's engagement, so I'm that grateful that you know.
Yeah.
Who cares?
All right, so let's get back on topic. All right.
Where were we? Because beer goes in and beer must come out somehow.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
All right, so let's go to the solicitations of November.
Ooh, what is going on? Don't read any. Don't please, or tell me like when to pull out Immortal Hulk, Infernal Hulk #1. I hear that it's full of spoilers.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna show the covers. I'm just gonna show the covers.
I'm just being foolish.
All right,
stupid. I'm good at that. That's West.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to what's coming up on Amazing Spider-Man. Because Peter Raz is going to be doing the cosmic stuff, and John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna are going to be doing the Manhattan stuff, and it's going to be every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, every 2 weeks they're gonna. All right, so there's Absolute Superman, Absolute Green Lantern, Ultimate X-Men 21. Your favorite,
John? This is not a good book. Well, it's a really good book, but it's misadvertised. It's supposed to be this X-Men story, but it's actually a shoujo manga. It's being mislabeled. You know what a shoujo manga is? It's a manga made for girls, John. Shoujo means manga made for girls. This is not for me.
All right, so we got
it's a Marvel comic, so it's made for girls. So
Peach Momoko is a really good Japanese artist, and she's done some interesting stuff, like horror. She does a lot of horror stuff. And she did this series called Demon Days, which is a alternate universe kind of stuff. But I think she's trying to bridge the audience. I applaud Marvel for wanting to do this. Like, hey, manga is kicking our ass. What can we do? Well, why don't we have some kind of manga-looking manga style monthly? And I was behind this. I was so looking forward to this book, and I got the first 4 issues, and every issue made me more and more angry because it wasn't that good. And every issue that's come out since has just proved me more and more right.
All right. Also got ASM 15, number 15, number 3.
Yeah. Can you pull that up? Number 15, ASM 15.
Yeah.
Please? Is that cool? Because that looks like Cosmic Spidey. And that
it is Cosmic Spidey, and a lot of people are thinking that this is like one of those techno organic alien things that's an X-Men.
Because it's Warlock's colors. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't make that connection. Warlock of the New Mutants.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, wow, his and hers black and gold suits. They're Peter and MJ are more alike than you think.
Guys, I'll catch you later. I've got to bounce.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bandito, cheers, man. You take it easy.
All right, you too.
Have a great day. Good to see you, Gray.
Yeah, I got to leave too. I'm gonna have my dinner, and then I have my live stream at 9:00. So thanks a lot. I enjoyed coming.
So
good to see you, John.
See you, John. Remember to check out his comic book,
Heroic Tales 2. It's on my comic now. It's in demand right now. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Cool. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you again, son.
All right. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Let's go. Let's continue.
Let's do a couple more, and then let's land the plane too. Yeah, like
all right.
It's a good place to.
All right. So let's see. I'm actually starting to read Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Good luck. I've been reading it for about 2 years. I liked it for a little while. I thought Cody Ziegler was making some really interesting Bronze Age kind of Spider-Man stories that were pretty universal.
Yeah.
But then it got mired into a big overstory and a crossover with Deadpool because Cody Ziegler was also writing Deadpool. And he kind of, so, I mean, yeah, it's actually, I think it's the quality's declined from Miles, but it was okay.
I'll check. I mean, I did check. I did like the action scenes of, because it was like an all-out war between the gods. It's so, but
yeah, that was boring.
I like
it ended up being boring.
Yeah. All right, so we got Moon Knight, Poison Ivy number 38.
Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu is a title that lots of people are sleeping on. It's Jed McKay's best, and he's got Dev Promalik on art a lot of the times. And this has been a really solid title. Good stuff.
All right. Oh, the beginning of the Dreadnought Wars.
The G.I. Joe, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Birds of Prey 27.
Kelly Thompson at her worst. See, I said something negative.
For Christ's sakes. Kyle,
what's now?
The sequel trailer do not sell. When are they going to learn that?
The sequel.
Look, it's Kylo Ren in the Vader chair.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. This is Charles Soule's Legacy of Vader. Now there have been several decent issues of this, with really good art by Luke Ross. I get this is like for Marvel Star Wars. This is an A team of writer and artist.
I've always heard. Yeah, but I've heard this from other people. Like Marvel Star Wars is basically hit or miss. Like Dr. Aphra was a miss.
Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent number 3 came out this week. I mean, number 4. I've been reading every issue of every Star Wars Marvel book for 2 years now, and it's like Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent is actually the best Star Wars book out of. I'm not saying it's great, but Luke sounds like Luke. Han sounds like Han. These are all these new adventures. Everything got a new issue 1 because now they can tell stories after Return of the Jedi, but it goes to the sequel trilogy. So what does it matter? It doesn't. Yeah. And the same thing we were saying about Legacy of Vader, though. I mean, what does it matter? Everything is set between episodes 8 and 9. Yet, I mean, these would be decent Star Wars stories set in any era, but it just has the sequel skin to it. I think,
Yeah. Hey, do you remember Shadow of the Empire? Those that trilogy
Prince Izor?
Yeah,
that
trilogy of book. That trilogy of books that were released that take place between episode Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. That's perfect.
Yes.
That's a perfect way to tell the story, but they seem to have lost it.
Well, that was also original Lucas books way back in the day. That was like, I remember like my roommates had a Super Nintendo, and we rented the game Shadows of the Empire for the weekend. Remember when you can rent a video game from Blockbuster?
Oh yeah,
dude, yeah. So we waited for that. We for a couple of weeks until like oh, we got Shadows of the Empire, and it's just like that was it because you had like the Hoth scene as well. So you had because it was set between Empire and Jedi.
Yeah.
And you were Dash Rendar, and you were in his like that little Millennium Falcon thing, It was fun,
Yeah.
The World Marvel
Knights.
Knights. Now this is the Black Panther one.
Yeah, the one with T'Challa.
White Sun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a lot. This basically broke the internet after seeing it because they're like, Marvel actually Marvel actually pulled it off.
They did the meme.
Okay, we got
Rook. So this is going back. That's good.
JSA 13.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I love JSA.
This is year 1, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing a year 1 right here.
Oh, how unnecessary.
All right. Oh, here's your favorite one.
Dead Deluxe. With the trees when nobody sees. If you want to bring that up, click on that one real quick. There's usually always a good movie poster parody variant cover. Oh, there it is. Is that
here we
go? Wow. What is that? What movie are they?
I do not know. I have not. I'm usually a movie buff, but I can't remember this one.
Wow. Does it say it on somewhere? I'll go look it up too. But the last one was American Psycho, and this week was Natural Born Killers. I got both of them so far. So I'm buying this, and so I got issues 1 and 2. The first series was wonderful. Are you familiar with this book?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Okay, cool.
You were always talking about how great it was.
It's if you like Dexter, you're gonna love this book, and that's all you really need to know, I guess. And the Sacrificers is returning. Yes,
the Sacrificers.
Yes, please. That's Rick Remender and Max Fumia usually. And it's one of the best books that, if you're asking the Sacrificers with the inflection of an interrogative right there, man, you could. It'd be my pleasure to introduce you to the Sacrificers. It is set in its own world. It's got some beautiful art. It's so good. It's like DC Vertigo.
Okay. Oh wow, Godzilla Shared Universe #4 is coming out this first week.
Who's publishing that one? Is that IDW?
Yeah, IDW publishes Godzilla. They're
really
right now they're
DC
Shared Universe. DC and Marvel has them.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't that interesting? There's so much Godzilla going around right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and like all the friggin' Age of friggin' Revelation X titles.
Yeah.
Planet She-Hulk.
Spirit of Violence #2.
Aliens versus Captain America. I heard that's going to be good.
What the hell are they doing to Adventure Time?
Don't know, but that's issue 7. It's on Oni Press.
Yeah.
Savage Dragon is a wonderful book. It's so naughty.
Yeah.
It is incredibly naughty.
Oh, I read Speed Racer #1. It was awesome.
I heard, and it's about Pops as a young man.
No, it's about Speed. He's basically a street racer. You know what? Basically, I'm pulling this and putting it on my wish.
Nice.
Oh, Cruel Universe. Yeah, Cruel Universe. Like, I do love how Oni is bringing back the EC comics.
Yep.
I always loved the EC comics because my dad, one day, like I told you, my dad has been installing garage and garage door openers for years. Kind of sound like Hank Hill right there. But he got a customer gave him a box of old comic books, and inside of it there were some Marvel, there were some DC, but inside of it were a bunch of EC comics, and they were military. There were the military comic books. There were the Tales of Suspense, the sci-fi, and it was just so incredible seeing them. I read so many of them that it was one of my favorite. I'm just so glad that they're bringing these anthology books back. Spawn the Dark Age. I'm going to check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
Nemesis Forever. I just got the
VR Troopers. Wow.
Oh,
VR.
That's a deep cut right there. Wow,
Dude. Let's go for nostalgia.
Oh, they're bringing back the Supernatural comic book.
That's cool. I mean, that's the little show that could, man. 14
Yeah.
seasons, man. I mean,
Yes.
like you know, they got like Smallville went 10 seasons. It was only supposed to go 7. These people signed 7-year contracts.
Yeah.
And it's like, but Smallville went 10 seasons, but Supernatural went 14.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
That's because their ideas were so original.
Yeah, and people like that kind of shit. Like, seriously. 2 guys, a car, and a shotgun or something. You know what I mean? And ghosts or demons. And angels, apparently.
White House Rabbit romance.
You know, I met Felicia Day. She's a geek.
Felicia Day? Yeah.
I met her in Dallas Fan Expo. I got her autograph on her DVD box set slipcover. And but back in lockdown 2021, my best friend Peter got me a cameo from her. She sang me happy birthday in November 2020, literally. And when we were all cooped up. And because I got a big dumb crush on her. I love her. I watched The Guild.
Yeah.
And she was in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, the Joss Whedon, remember that?
Yeah.
And like, so I showed that to my stepdad, and he was like, "Oh, she's in Supernatural."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, she totally is." I forgot her name, but but he said the character name.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, that's her," and I'm like, "Oh, yes, exactly." He's like, "Oh, I like her." "Oh, yeah, she's," I'm like, "Oh, that's a picture of you and her." Like, yeah.
Yeah. So,
nice,
Street Sharks. Oh man, I
Sharks.
remember.
Oh, wow.
I remember watching this when I was a kid. He-Man.
Falcon and Dynamite is written by Jimmy Palmiotti.
Really?
Yep. You might want to check that out. It's issue 1 is coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. I've been reading Captain Planet and Silverhawks and the Herculoids.
That's cool.
Oh, something John would probably be interested. Gargoyles and Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's from Dynamite, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised Dynamite is allowing that Marvel is allowing Dynamite to share their product.
Well, it might be just a little late, or because but I mean, with the movie coming out and everything, you want as much press out there. And there was like Alex Ross did a book called on Abrams Press that that bypassed Marvel. But it was like it had all the licensing behind it too. It was amazing, book, I believe.
Oh, Youngblood mass market. Gotta love how Rob Liefeld always finds a way.
Yeah, sure.
He finds a way. Yeah, he's a great guy. I don't think anybody's gonna get this one. Doctor Who. Well, maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's the 15th Doctor.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, Street Fighter Master's Guile. Oh, Tales of Paranoid. No. Oh, Sylph would like this. He is a big Monster High fan.
Ah.
Shock and Awe. Oh, the little Nightmare Skin Police. Who wrote this one?
Give it a click.
I heard
Skin Phase 2, number 3.
Jordan Thompson. Huh. I did not know about this one. I'll give it a read if I find it. But anyways, like Skin Police. Savager number 2, Sabrina. Oh, Terminator Metal variants. Terminator Metal. A lot of people are really liking this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's it for the first week, and I think we could call it a day. I'll call it a day right now.
Woo!
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. 31. Wow. Bigger than my last one.
That's good. Keep on. We grow together, and make sure if you're your first time here, leave a comment. Be part of this ongoing conversation. We're Geeks Talking Geek, and it's a wonderful thing. We stick together and we talk together. Give Bandito Bane a subscribe. We grow together as well, and it's always a nice time hanging out with my internet friends. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, and so genuine rapport. And we have genuine things to talk about.
All right. So next week, so in a couple weeks, we're going to do this again. Hopefully, Sully will be here, pounding the brewskis, and hopefully, I'll bring a comic book, which I think you'll love. It's going to be called Godzilla versus Boston.
I've got that. It's really good.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah, it was a really fun book. It does my city wonderful. It's pretty darn good.
So thanks everyone for coming on to Geeks Talking Geek. Thanks to John. Thanks to Gray. Thanks to Reverend Sully. Keep playing and God bless.